and welcome to the Salty Boys Podcast.
What can I get for you, laddie?
Oh, fuck.
Shut the fuck up, you shit!
That was perfect.
Fucking McTavish!
Hey!
Shut the fuck up when you're talking to customers!
You are in my tavern, cunt!
I'm not used to Seamus fighting back. Like, I got nothing.
The Salty Boys Podcast.
We have reached a level of unprofessionalism.
And it's not even 9 o'clock.
It's not even Tuesday.
And guess what? I'm sober.
Nicholas is currently laying on the table.
So hey, I got some WVU. Hey, Skyler, I got a WVU ticket.
I
games.
can't. Oh, by the way,
football was
who wants
in,
to go see Coheed?
and it was vet ticks, right? So we're sitting right next to an old Navy
Yes,
corpsman.
Yeah.
Cody and
And he
Cambria.
asked me
I love
about
codeine.
in
Codeine and
second quarter.
Cambria.
Are you drunk?
Codeine and
Holy
cannabis.
shit!
No, sir, just loud.
Oh boy! No, we were dancing around.
Oh, nice.
We were trying to get on camera. It didn't work.
Oh.
Okay,
Are we ready?
So we have started recording.
What?
Now or later?
Welcome to the Salty Boys Podcast.
I could not
Salty
record.
Boys
Nicholas was
Podcast.
literally laying on the table, like about to piss his pants, and I was like, I have to start this now.
Yeah, I get it.
Just started when we started shouting.
McCoss is dead.
I got it by the time we were already shouting. So, there will be some small edits at the beginning of that for sensitive doxing issues.
Yes,
And clipping.
so this is an extra special cast because this is our going away present for Simmons, who does Francis. So
remember you.
I wish you were more tuned.
I don't. That's the magic of the podcast.
Love you, Simmons.
Yeah, I'm moving away, and I'm gonna really miss meeting up with you guys and just this area in general. So
Simmons will be back on the podcast.
I will.
But we have to get internet at the studio first.
And good news, we're going to build us a Simmons robot.
Fun fact,
Yes.
Simmons' first name is...
piss,
automation.
It's
We're
actually
going to
Reginald.
replace him with a toaster.
dude, sick. He's probably smarter than I am.
Well, his character is anyways.
Yeah, right.
I've actually already
Robots are taking our jobs. Okay.
I've actually already spoken to the record company, and they're going to allow us to use Tupac's hologram.
Yo,
Wait, we have a record company?
Our listeners will be able to see that. That's amazing.
Exactly.
That's the only
The
thing they'll be
Tupac
able to
hologram.
see.
The Tupac hologram has no audio. It's a visual only thing.
Oh,
and,
we only get the license for the visual aspect of the
Yes.
hologram.
Right. But he is on the podcast, so we can.
Yes.
And
Sounds
actually, he
it
should be
for
coming 3, 2, 1, and there's Tupac's hologram now for everyone to see him.
Okay, hang on. Let me restart this intro. Welcome to the Salty Boys podcast featuring Tupac.
Tupac's hologram.
Salty
Tupac's hologram.
Boys Podcast.
By any chance, can we voice him over with Mr. T?
We have a Mr.
seriously.
K that can do the voiceover for us.
Okay. Let's do quick introductions. we'll go counterclockwise this time. I'll start. I'm DJ Skinny Penis, aka the DM. To my right.
I am Kronk. I still have 2 thumbs, amazingly, and I play Mock, who was the guy that drove the snakes out of Ireland.
I don't think that was him.
I can't follow that.
I can't fact check that because
Jesus,
my phone's
coming
on
in
airplane mode.
swinging.
Yeah.
Gronk.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
All right. This is McCoss. I'm not playing anyone because the captain's fucking dead.
we'll see about that.
This is your boy AR Engineering and running Big Nick, who currently has the captain in his inventory.
Stuffed in a sack. Hell yeah.
Sucked in
Sous
Nick.
vide captain.
Captain in a sack. I got Captain in a sack, Captain.
Go captain in the cap 7.
Where'd you leave that one?
Yeah.
And to my right,
Oh yeah, this is Simmons. I'm running Francis, and I'm dead to everybody here.
But his character's not.
Yeah,
At least
that's
yet.
true.
oh, and that's not a new thing, by the way. He's been dead to us since high school.
that's valid.
Shit. I'm Sawyer. I'm playing Daffrin Keen, the fucking unit. And
The
he's a
boy.
cleric.
The boy himself.
The Sea Tempest cleric who took off his armor
for Kronk.
I'm wearing the little guy's armor.
Very sassy. Got some midriff showing.
Oh, all of it.
All that muffin top.
Yeah.
I was gonna
see my
say,
egg.
and we do have a guest today.
We have an amazing guest today. He is playing a familiar face, Seamus McTavish.
Yep, so I'm Andy. They're going to call me Dinkus. And I am playing Seamus, and I have no idea what's going on, so this is going to be great.
Much like
All
actual
I know
Seamus.
is whenever the captain speaks, I disagree with him with as obnoxiously as I
You
can.
just fucking
Yeah, you
fight.
got it. You nailed it.
I fucking hate you.
No, he wouldn't say that.
But in a
He's a
Scottish
natural.
accent and
He
less
might.
fucking.
He
I
does
mean-
view the captain as his best friend. So
Yeah, so of course.
yeah, I was gonna say,
You
just
might do some dwarven
just
fucking, but
compare
not so much fucking the captain.
just compare it to an interaction between you and Dan, and I think you'll be set.
So exactly what I just said is perfect.
Yeah.
So I want to start. We're going to start right into the action. However, so
the one time I give this man a mic with no pop filter, and he burps right into it.
oh my god,
The one time.
yeah.
What do we pay you for, Kronk? Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You're supposed to bring balance to the force, not destroy it.
And good night, folks. We're done here.
So to give some context to any listeners,
The only context you need is do it.
no, we started this recording about 3 hours early, and half of us are already feeling really good right now.
What are you talking about? I've only been drinking water and sodas.
I wanted to make a note that we are drinking grog tonight in celebration
Of Saltmarsh.
of Saltmarsh.
Oh, and
We're getting in character,
and bourbon. It's not truly.
and that's true.
Truly and also
It's
bourbon.
truly not bourbon,
But you're also drinking Truly.
but there's also bourbon.
It's not bourbon.
We have bourbon, we have Truly, we have grog.
All right.
We're having a good time.
On to the D&D stuff.
Okay. So we left the captain. I know Big Nick said he was trying to stuff the captain in a sack. However, for cinematic purposes, I would like him to be sort of splayed out on the deck. His mortal wound leaching his lifeblood into the very boat where he was slain. But we focus on Big Nick, and we go quickly to a flashback in his mind where a memory of Quinn Keen and Daffrin Keen existed. What were you two doing in the afternoon on a given day when Daffrin was about 6?
He would he'd be kind of like watching his dad fish and trying to learn kind of like the ropes of just like fishing. So
Yeah.
it would start off, I would assume, like just like casting like the first, like I would assume like Quinn would teach obviously like first how to use like attach the line to your hand, toss it in, and then
Yeah.
kind of like reel it in through that, and then eventually as you're getting better and better and better, you start like using the stick, and then you start using a couple more like things to manipulate the line. So that's kind of
Yeah.
what he would start doing like as a 6-year-old, like tossing in the little line and be like, look
Figuring
what
out.
I can do, and then,
Yeah.
like,
So at this point, Daffrin, you see a really pretty shell on the end of a. So you're on like a long dock, sunrise. There are numerous like wooden pylons from older docks, and if you could hop on a couple of those pylons, you could reach the shell.
I'm gonna hop.
Okay. Give me an athletics with disadvantage because you're 6. But use your regular stats as normal.
Okay. Is it okay if I use 2 different d20s? And then, I mean,
No, fuck you.
Okay, maybe he was right.
I didn't. The disadvantage is that he dropped both dice off the table.
I thought he only lost one.
no, guys, one is clear. I can't fucking find it.
It's behind your chair. Sorry, disaster.
You're made of spare parts, aren't you, bud?
Is this
Okay.
is this going to be usable audio at all?
Oh yeah.
Usable.
Oh yeah.
That'll be the
How is
best
any of our normal
podcast
stuff
yet.
not?
Show me what you got.
I like what you got.
It's an 8, so it's expected.
Francis, give me a dexterity check.
With disadvantage?
No disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
that's
wait.
Half elf. Huh? I got a 12.
So you see a 6-year-old starting to jump off the dock, and you quickly grab him, and you two lock eyes. Obviously, Francis, you're a little older than
God, he's
6-year-old Daffrin. However, you just saved his life. Quinn Keen turns to you and says, "Oh my God, thank you so much." I took my eyes off him for a second. Yes.
Sorry, it was a visual thing. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm still sorry.
I think he just had a stroke.
I did. Continue.
It's okay. Francis just saved your life, and your dad kind of like comes down to your level and says, "Son, you're too young to be doing that kind of thing. What were you thinking?"
I just wanted the shell, Dad.
It's like, look at this man, and tell him.
He's gonna kind of like shuffle up and he's like, "Thanks." He's not gonna make eye contact, but he's just gonna be like, "Thanks a lot for saving me. I appreciate it." And then he's gonna like try to walk back to the shell.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, Francis acknowledges.
How cute his bowl cut is.
Enough with the interruptions. We don't need any more comedy.
No.
tonight.
That was actually what I was going to say.
It was cool. I read his script.
Yeah.
So Francis acknowledges the awkward childlike state, and he just kind of waves back to him like with a doofy face, and turns back to his dad.
Yeah. Quinn Keen kind of has his hands on his hips. Says he gets into trouble, but I think he's a good kid.
It is to be alright. I mean, he is to be young. He is to be trying to explore. This is only to be natural.
He reaches out a hand to like shake yours. He says, "Quinn Keen, what's your name?"
My name is to be Francis. Francis Bolf.
Francis. Nice to meet you. I think I've met another Bolf before.
You have.
Yeah. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I am only to be having a still living mother. I am not to be knowing who my father is, but that is to be it. It's just us two.
I understand. Well, anyway. I'm so disappointed in you guys right now. So,
The viewers
he
at
says,
home, they're sucking each other's dicks across the table.
yeah.
No, we're doing ASL, so you guys at home can see this.
Starting with the nose pinches already.
Oh man, we gotta get this going early.
Yeah. So he says, Francis, all the best. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope to cross your path one more time. And he says, wait, one more thing. And he reaches into his pocket and produces a sugar necklace and hands it to you. He says, may it protect your life. And he hands it to you.
I will to be cherishing this with my life.
We're going to fast forward. Again, we're meeting in the Empty Net, which again is Shamish's tavern. Francis and the captain are meeting. Francis, table talk. Your goal is to impress the captain. You don't have much to your name, but you do have a sugar necklace that you're convinced can somehow protect lives.
Yes.
Dad friend is a
So, Captain, you're there. Shamish is there. Francis, you've just walked through the door.
Quick table talk. In the timeline, has Captain already met Daffrin and Dadfron?
Yes.
Got
So
it.
is this,
I'm
is this
assuming
post?
I'm
Is this
assuming,
after the Mock and Dadfrin?
I'm assuming
Yes.
Seamus is
Gotcha.
behind the bar at the moment.
Shamish,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You're doing whatever you say Shamish is doing, Shamish is doing.
Including pissing on the floor. It's common trait.
It's his, it's his.
No,
It's probably
it's
his thing.
He's probably doing a bartender
He does
thing,
have a
like
he doesn't
wiping
have a
his own piss
bathroom
off the
for
bar.
himself. He doesn't have an employee bathroom. He has a piss bucket under the.
Why is AR not
Forgot about
Seamus?
that.
What can I get for you, laddie?
Oh fuck!
Shut the fuck up, you
Shamish, that was perfect.
fucking McTavish!
Hey!
Shut the fuck up when you're talking to customers!
You are in my tavern, you cunt!
What did you call me, Seamus?
Do you need to get your fucking ears checked? I called you a damn cunt!
Your mother didn't need an ears check when I filled them with my own cum last night, you cunt guzzling! Guzzling, sleep shitting, ass fucking piece of shit!
How did you even feel the fucking size?
Roll athletics check.
I was doing it as a reflex.
Fuck.
This is amazing.
Was I supposed to roll?
Yeah. Roll a d20.
I'll roll D20?
Oh, that's so amazing.
So you got a 9?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking lord.
You can say that into the mic.
Captain got an 8.
He beat me by a lot. He beat me by 1.
Yeah.
So Seamus just comes flying over top of the bar.
Yeah. pinning him to the ground, tossing him backwards, putting him into a pretzel. Francis, you were worried maybe like the captain's life might be in danger at some point.
Yeah,
so
so-
you brought this gift, and clearly you see his life is in danger.
Yeah. So immediately Francis is going to just flip the fuck out, and he is going to cast.
Firebolt.
No, he is going to cast Thunderclap inside the bar.
I can't get any sweatier, and it's getting worse.
Roll your damage,
it is
please.
20 minutes into the podcast, and DJ Skinny Penis has his head in his hands.
Everybody in the bar will be rolling for. They'll first make a Constitution save, and then we'll go from there.
Oh my god.
Constitution.
Yeah.
All right, Cap got a 9 on his con save.
You did not get it.
Wow. I got like ones. I got 3 ones in that roll.
Damn.
You
So
gotta drink 3 times, dude.
no, we drink when we succeed.
Now, granted, you all are only going to be taking 1 damage if you fail.
Oh, okay. Really? How?
1d6.
It does 1d6 damage
On a failed save, the creature takes 1d6 thunder
Oh.
damage.
on
Okay.
a failed save.
1d600.
Yes.
You didn't roll the d600
Are you sure that's the right
dice.
spell?
Thunderclap. It's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. What am I thinking of? I think
I'm casting it at 7th
because-
level.
Thunder Wave, I guess.
think you're
my
thinking of Boom
entire
Clap.
intent was just to deafen
Francis
everybody.
whips out his ass and just starts twerking. Bitch, make that thunder clap.
Francis is actually Lizzo.
3 C's.
But actually, Francis is looks anorexic as fuck.
It's like the Tina gif where his back like just rolls instead of his butt. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so
So whoever failed is going to be taking 1d6.
What's the
okay,
fail?
yeah, a couple people.
Fail
1d6.
is below a 4, actually.
Oh, all right. Captain's good.
Yeah, so
Seamus is good.
a couple people in the back, like the elderly crowd, like seize up and like their ribs crack with the like force of Francis's twerking. But a silence falls over the tavern, and Seamus, even you're frozen with a fist like raised over the captain, and you turn and see this.
What are you fucking
half-elf.
doing?
Well, pickle me dilly and hinge me stones. We've got us a magic boy here.
Yes, Captain, I was to be coming here for you, but I was to be concerned for your life.
He kind of looks
You
at
should be.
he kind of looks at Francis, looks at Seamus, kind of goes,
Concerned for me life, boy. You might want to be concerned for this short beard having size 17 women's wearing kilt guzzling fuck boy here.
and with that, Captain kind of like just
So, yeah, Francis is thoroughly confused and disturbed, actually.
Yeah.
Table talk. I was coming here to bring an offering from the Keen family to the captain.
I mean, you're auditioning for a job,
Oh, yes.
and a little bribery never goes
Gotcha. Okay.
unrewarded.
Captain, I was to be hearing about a lot of your adventures, and I was to be very interested in potentially joining you on any potential quest you might to be having.
can Captain run an insight on this? He does not this new person right now.
Yeah,
Cool.
go for it.
Captain's just looking him over, trying to like see if he's coming, like where he's coming from, what his background is.
Yeah, Francis, make a persuasion.
Sure.
Ah, ballsack.
Jesus Christ.
That was a 20, but not a net 20.
Okay,
All right, Cap rolled on perception.
should be insight.
Oh, insight. That's a 13.
Yeah, he seems like he would be pretty capable as a deck wizard, some kind of magical augmentee to your crew. However, it's pretty customary for a crew member who's just signing on to kind of make it worth the captain's while. You know, why should he take the risk? So it seems good, but you know, there's something to be done
Cool.
as per tradition.
Well, you don't have a lot of muscle about you, lad, but what you lack in muscle, you certainly make up for in metal. He's kind of a...
Don't worry, we can beef him up.
Shut the fuck up when you're talking to me, Seamus. The grown-ups are talking here.
I still got you pinned to the floor. I don't know why you're talking to me.
Never had...
Just imagine James just sitting on the captain's chest.
Just straddle him, like, fist is still raised, ready to go.
I'm not used to Seamus fighting back. Like, I got nothing. He caught me off my game here.
So Francis is very confused by your talk of metal. He looks kind of around him a bit. And he realizes he's just kind of wearing leather or armor or whatever. But he rolls with it. He's like, yes, I am to be fairly proficient in some basic spells. I am to be researching any items that could to be making defensive explosives or deterrents or potentially any offensive items that we could be using against potential hostiles.
I've got ourselves a...
Table talk. Francis doesn't know his mom's still alive at this point.
Yes, I know that.
Okay.
I just like interrupting.
Yes, I know.
So, Captain is clearly impressed with Francis's magical
But-
aptitude.
Francis is still looking at this bizarre situation with the captain and Seamus. Just the straddling is very erotic. I gotta say.
Okay, yeah.
But
He pulls out the jar.
we're in the past. He doesn't have one yet.
It's like that scene in Robin Hood Men in Tights.
So is his mouth now the piss bucket?
Oh no!
I mean,
all right. So anyway, so Francis is a little bit concerned that the captain is not impressed. Okay. So he immediately whips out this sugar necklace. It says, "Captain, I was to be given this as a blessing many moons ago from the Keen family. I would to be liking to extend this to you for safe travels on any future adventures that we may to be having."
So, Captain's pupils immediately just like... like
Yeah,
his
he
eyes,
recognizes this.
Yeah, his eyes are immediately just nothing but pupils. He kind of like pushes Seamus off to the side.
White shark.
And he reaches for the necklace that you're holding out. Cool, so he grabs it. It's like... very peculiar piece of confectionery accessories you've got there.
What?
Man, that's a lot of words to describe one thing.
I don't know many words in my life.
So for once in his life, he ignores Seamus. It's like and you say you procured this from the Keen family.
Yes, that is to be correct.
He kind of looks it over and he kind of like touches his own satchel there, and he pulls his own out and he kind of like compares the two.
yeah.
And he puts his away. He kind of chucks his back over to Francis and says, "Well, you've passed half the test, lad."
Great. I am to be looking forward to passing the next half.
How do you handle your drink?
And he kind of looks at Seamus and goes, "For once, we're in agreement." It's like, pour us a tankard, Seamus.
All right, that's for you cunt.
That's a perfect time to cut back to the present. Present-ish. Captain, you're laying on the deck of a ship, but you're on a sea, but not a sea of water, a sea of ghostly apparitions.
Oh, shit.
You look up and you see clouds parted and sunlight shining through, and you see an elven woman standing there. And she's speaking to someone who you think is her son, but then in a flash he's gone. And she turns to you and says, "Please, I didn't get to tell him the whole message. I'm fine. I'm here. You have to tell him."
Gotta be more specific, lass. Seen a lot of men in me time.
You have to
Pirate
tell
crews
him
tend to
I'm
be a bit-
alive. You have to tell him.
Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Because I seem to have a problem in the living department.
So what the rest of you see is Big Nick, as you're starting to slurp the captain's legs into your bag of holding, his confectionery necklace starts glowing. And with a snap, each bead of sugar breaks, leaving the string golden and shining. And then at once it breaks, and Captain, you open your eyes and take in a deep breath. Your mortal wound healed, leaving only a scar where the sword had pierced your heart. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Well, lads, I guess dead men will have some tales to tell after all.
So hold on, did he say that from inside the bag?
I only got up to his waist.
And Mock says, "Did we hear something?"
So, for anybody not in the loop, to set the scene, we are on the Sea Ghost, the smuggling vessel that the crew had just seized, killing the previous crew. They had our party had just jumped aboard, killed the smugglers aboard. Only explored the main deck, so there is still the rest of the ship to explore. However, you're only a couple minutes off of the the docks of Saltmarsh, so you could pretty easily pilot the ship into the port and then
Well, how about
go from there.
Mock heard this noise in Nick's bag, and he said, "We should look in there."
I only gotten up to his waist.
What, at that point?
I said his feet. I don't know where you got the waist or
Oh, you
totally
said his feet.
slipped in.
Okay.
I mean, he's a dwarf.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
It's only a matter of inches.
Came back to life before he got
Where the feet
completely in
end
the
versus
bag.
where the waist begins is always a matter of debate.
yeah. He's very girthy. It takes extra time.
Okay, well,
Okay, I was at the feet. So the captain's awake, and I'm like,
Mock is standing
I
there.
can explain.
you're like, as you can see, the 200 gold I took out of your inventory from my bag. I'm like, I can explain. Pull it out of the bag.
Yeah, we're
Do
gonna
you
have
refund his gold?
we're gonna have
Yes.
words about that later.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Seamus runs
took
up.
this because I thought you were dead, but now you're not. So happy
Seamus
birthday.
runs up and smacks the captain. He's like, "Why would you do that to me?"
Okay, hold on. Mock just kind of puts a gentle hand on Seamus's chest and pushes him back. And he's standing there, arms crossed. And he looks at the captain. He has mad respect in his eyes because he died in battle. And he says, "Welcome back, sir." And there's not many people that he calls sir.
Captain's sporting a partial, but he's kind of like he's got his hands in
Still
his
in the bag of
pockets.
holding.
He's got his hands in his pockets, and he's like kind of pushing forward on him so nobody sees it.
Yeah. He's got pleated pants, so it always looks like you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a partial.
Easy there, Mark. I've just come back.
And he looks
You
at
haven't
him.
fed me yet.
And he
There will be a
ignores,
fisting session again.
he ignores all those
Graham-
comments.
Grem comes over and puts a lanky hand on your shoulder and says, "I am Grem."
And that's our first copyright strike, ladies and gentlemen.
In case you forgot. And, of course,
Thanks for the reminder, lad.
and Eggplant Boy, of course, wipes a tear away. He's like, "I'm glad you're not dead."
Aye, me too, lad. Me too.
And then Mock says,
Shut up, Eggplant Boy.
"No,
Sorry.
on to the important thing. Where are we heading next? We have a boat. You have a ship. You are still a captain."
Big Nick pipes in. I think it's time to rename this thing because we got it. It's not the Sea Ghost anymore.
The SSS.
No, even better. The SSSSS2.
Oh God.
S10. S to the 10th power.
Oh, God.
Oh gosh.
I would say
All the
it's
S10s.
it's up to the captain to decide, but it is technically his ship.
All right.
How if you want to delegate that decision or put it to a vote or make an executive decision.
All right. So we've got two ships at this point. We've got the loaner ship.
We
from,
have the SSS SSS, which is docked on the SS SSS2.
Yeah.
God.
By the way, it's called The Sea Ghost, and I just want to point out the title of the book. It's called Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Ooh, it's the Sea Ghost.
The SSSSSSS Sea Ghost.
It's a lot of letters for the captain. He can't read. So.
She Ghost.
Wait, hang on.
All right. So
That's why he crushes the compass because he can't read it.
What the fuck are these four things on here?
S like my ship. You're going towards my ship here.
Least?
Oh my god.
My compass only got 3 letters on, Captain.
Oh Jesus God. I love everything.
So, yeah, Francis is going to stand by. He obviously noticed the glowing necklace, so he's just going to kind of back off for a little bit.
Yeah. Do you want to make an Arcana check?
Yeah, actually.
It's the first time I prompted you to make an Arcana check.
I know, right?
You want to fucking
I was
sniff
the only
it?
one that made one.
Oh wait, real
Sniff it
quick.
in
I
the air.
choose to smell it.
While he does that, can I do Seamus things?
What Seamus thing do you want to do?
Oh, it's like-
so you are the ship's cook. That's your like official position.
The only thing you
Well,
know
I'm
to cook
still
is
like-
Seamus.
Why'd you fucking do that to me? So I'm coming back across, charging at it. I was like, why would you do this to me?
So Mock is in your way this time. So if you want to acrobatically like leap over Mock,
I will. I'm assuming you want me to roll.
you can roll acrobatics
Mock
or athletics.
will not let him.
Yeah. So
You're going to go into fisticuffs with
you can choose athletics or acrobatics.
I'm gonna go athletics.
Okay, so you like
sorry,
try
Dingus.
to push him out of the way,
You
and
don't
you can
quite know
resist.
Mock yet.
You can
You're
resist
right.
with
This
athletics.
that's the best part about it.
Athletics versus athletics, a very Seamus decision.
Yeah. So, by the way,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
in real, in
I
real,
got an 8.
8. What'd
Eight.
you get?
8.
You both got an 8. Okay, so you guys are like locked, like fingers locked
I'm
together.
just trying to get by him.
Do we roll off?
it's the mock lock.
You can if you. I was going to say you
sure.
guys are in a stalemate at the moment.
I'd roll.
Oh, I got one. I'm going to try and crush his fingers.
God damn.
All right, so go ahead and roll another athletics versus your athletics.
Before
Okay.
we do that, can I just say that I made an observation earlier that AR tried to open up a fucking already open growler of alcohol, and I haven't gotten to say it yet, but he just fucking had the top here, and he's like,
Like I said, a very special podcast today.
God, it is so special.
All right, you ready?
I just wanted to say that.
I got a net 20.
Oh, damn.
19.
Yeah,
It's time
so you go to like Mock goes to like cinch down on Seamus's fingers to like have them snap, but dwarven fingers are very small and hard to crush. So he
And his are
turns
also
his
soaked in rum.
he turns his fists or he turns his fingers into a fist and pushes back and catches you sort of off guard, ducks down below, and you're at the captain where you wanted to be.
I'm just grabbing. I was like, why would you do this to me?
All of that.
That's all I wanted.
Big Nick's moved away because the glowing necklace reminded him of things and it hurts his brain. And he just pipes in and goes, "Don't shake the baby."
So
Like there's a light slap in there, just like.
of course, the name of the ship is not necessarily to be decided at the moment, but a course is. So where would you like to go?
So we've got the ship now. We've got both ships actually, both of them ships. So Captain is going to delegate Daffrin to manning the helm on our previous ship because Captain kind of fancies the new one. He's just commandeered.
Oh, well, I had mentioned, I don't know if we want to like make it official or not, but I had said we probably docked the smaller ship in the bigger ship.
There's a lifeboat crane. It'll take a little bit to like wheel it over, hoist it up, but you can do that if you want.
That was my plan originally because there's no
Sure.
reason to sail 2 boats, especially when one's like a rowboat plus and then the other one's like an actual ship.
Yeah, it's up to you.
So, but
Well-
that was what I had thought was the plan at the end of the last podcast.
Okay,
Your
you can
boy
do whatever you want,
Seamus is
though.
a Marine.
You're the captain, so I mean, you choose.
Gotcha.
There's only 2 people whose opinions don't matter here, and it's mine and Sawyer's.
Right before you go back, can I do something?
It was like, have you not reacted to me shaking you yet?
Captain just
He's
kind
just
of.
issuing orders as his head is getting like whipped around.
I feel like that's exactly how that went.
Once they're
Finally
done
just
doing
a-
their man wrestling or whatever,
So it's
Mock
fine.
wants to take Captain aside.
A man is wise to not meddle in the affairs
I was going to
of dwarves.
say, Francis is going to follow Mock as well, just because
super secret meeting.
he did roll a 22 on his Arcana check.
Ooh.
And then he's going to make sure his idolizer is following him.
Yeah,
Or at
so-
least close by.
You're
And as he goes to walk away, I'm
real
just gonna-
quick. Francis's Arcana check gets him that the sugar necklace was a well disguised necklace of life protection, which when the user dies, passes, it is expended. So it breaking was as simple as that.
Great. Yeah, so with that knowledge, Francis is still just going to follow because he wants to talk to the captain.
Sure thing.
So as I see he's wanting to talk to him, I just kind of do like one of those. Yeah.
Throw him aside.
And I walk away being the pissed off Marine that I am.
All right.
So
Go start the stew, Seamus.
Fuck you!
I've never seen this side of Seamus before.
It's exciting.
Maybe I should die more often to become a more competent deckhand.
His skills as a cook and unlisted.
Dwarves have a secret kind of telepathy. They can always hear when each other are shouting.
God. Captain's kind of turned on by Seamus's new life here. All right, so Captain allows Mock to kind of take
as
him
they
off to
kind
the
of
side.
separate, and as Francis and Daffrin are kind of like hanging out, Mock leans up against the railing and he looks at the captain and he said, "So I've never known this, but what's your father's name?"
Captain kind of like squints a little bit and goes, "It's a random question for you, Mark. Not something dead men get asked right after coming back to the land of the living. It's gotten into you."
And I suppose he's not still living.
So Captain kind of furrows his brow and goes, "To be honest with you, sir, I'm not sure myself."
Well, as often we do, we should honor the dead. And as someone who brought you life, maybe we should name the boat after him.
All right.
Damn.
So Captain can't really rightly remember his old man. Typically, dwarven fathers kind of like either live in the mines or they die in the mines. And being a mountain dwarf himself, his father happened to be one who, as far as the captain knows, died in the mines. So he was raised
Yeah.
by his mom.
He just went and
Okay.
got cigarettes.
The captain's dad's name. The captain's dad's name is Stephen S. Seagal.
Oh, geez.
So you don't have to make up your mind right now.
All right.
So
That was just a suggestion.
yeah, that's great. I love that. That adds a lot of flavor.
That was really cool.
So where is the course set?
Tortuga.
Tortuga, love.
Dun, 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 dun.
Nah, I guess we're going back to Saltmarsh. We've definitely got we've got to cash in on the job we just did from apprehending the smugglers here.
Yeah, who's sailing the Sea Ghost?
Not Big Nick. He's already walking down below decks.
Oh, you are.
Great, I really wanted
Yep,
to know that.
Just wandering off by myself.
And Seamus actually did go to start the food.
I was gonna say,
Okay. Yeah, you can find the galley pretty
but
easily.
before we go below deck, I do want to have the interaction with the captain real quick.
Okay.
All right, so before that happens, Captain is going to delegate the helm duties to Daffrin because Captain kind of sees a twinkle in his eye in the little lad.
And the
He's
Mock's
like,
just going to
He
walk
just
up
watched you
behind
die.
him.
If anything, he's really upset right now.
The twinkle's actually tears.
Oh, yeah. But he'll steer.
I'm
he's
not
like-
crying, lad. You're crying.
But he'll go up to Cap. He's like, "Do you really want me to steer this?"
Well, Mock can drive a boat, and he's just going to follow you and just like hang out, like not doing anything or telling you until you screw something up.
So I'll definitely be. So this is the Sea Ghost that Daffrin's going to be the helm, or the other boat.
The Sea Ghost.
Okay, then yeah. If Mock's going to be behind him, he's like he's gonna be like, "Captain,
It's the biggest ship you've ever sailed.
Yeah, so
It's a lot of responsibility.
He's just like, if I can get Mock behind me right now, I think I will. I'll go and do that.
Mock's right behind
Gra-
you.
it's like,
Don't worry, lad. Mock's gonna take real good care of you.
So
I don't like that.
Grim here too.
I'm going to cast Bless on myself if I need
Yeah.
to steer anything, but
Bless me. Yeah, you can do it.
I just have this visual of him smacking himself in the face. Bless.
Yeah, you can do that. Go ahead and roll your water vehicle tool check.
this fucked us last time.
Hold on. Should he get an advantage because I have that
no,
as
he
well?
don't
I don't need an advantage because your motherfucking got a nat 20.
It is as if
Everybody drink.
Hold on. Did he parallel park the boat?
it is as if you were born to sail this boat. Maybe you were.
I'll take the bourbon once it gets passed around. Cheers, by the way.
Cheers.
Is that the
Bourbon.
Oh,
It's not truly.
That's the second nat 20 of the night. Congrats.
Damn.
Oh, I'm sorry, dingus. Your hands are so soft.
Just for you,
So-
big boy.
Pass that around.
Seamus, just just for fun information for you. There's drawers with butcher's knives, saws, and choppers. Next to it, there's the galley stores with honey and olive oil, flour, salt, and ale. I'm reading from the book, by the way. That's why this is kind of boring.
Oh, wait, what is this? Sorry.
This is just all the stuff that you find while you're going through the galley. It's a very well stocked kitchen, actually.
Hold on. I'm actually going to write this down.
Okay. Just tons of stuff. Salt beef, beans, flour, salt, ale.
What?
Salt, beans, ale.
Mm-hmm. And honey and olive oil. They're relatively fresh.
Yay.
And sausages.
Ooh.
A large ham.
Daddy, I like sausages.
But is there any rum?
There's ale.
There is ale.
Can't make an ale ham.
Here.
Why is
Can you
the
just
rum?
slide that to
There's some stuff on this page.
So Dingus,
Oh,
we got to say real quick.
flour.
Seamus's
Hang on.
signature.
Salt,
write
beef,
down.
ale. Flour, sausage, what else? Beans.
That's about it, yeah.
He's writing this down.
Can I find milk?
Jesus.
This dude's eating
They don't have
beans.
milk.
He's got the beans and him cotton.
All right.
And you said ham as well, right?
3 beans cotton.
All right, Dingus, real quick. Just to let you know, the
you wanna-
signature dish that Seamus has is called rum ham.
It's true.
8 parts rum, 1 part ham.
Do you
I
want
was
to
actually thinking about
do you want to
something.
cook up something?
I'm working on that right now.
All right, make a
Rum ham check.
I was
it's
gonna,
a chef's tools check. So it will be an
This will
I'll call it
determine
a
how
wisdom.
good it is.
Wait, what?
we'll call it a wisdom check. So
Shit.
yeah, so roll a d20 plus your wisdom.
Minus my wisdom.
Yeah.
Well, that kind of makes sense
I
because
believe in you.
medicine's under wisdom.
15.
So okay, that's
not
15. Yeah, you can.
Make some
so
rum ham.
you whip something up real quick on the
All
journey
right.
in.
All right.
I got it. I got this.
We are missing 2, so we're going to take a quick break if possible.
Okay. Was
Good
there
idea.
pepper on that by any chance?
So we are back from break.
All right.
God damn it.
Welcome back to a very special Salty Boys podcast.
It's so special, you guys.
It's so special.
So special.
Special ed.
Such the specialist.
We love you, JP. Oh,
His name is Simmons.
It's okay.
Stink.
I will.
McCall said it accidentally last podcast, and it was like,
And you also said it accidentally the first podcast.
You remember it.
You
As he's
sail back
sloppy,
to...
drunk, drooling on the microphone.
Hey, Daffron, give me a perception check.
Got it.
All right, back to business now.
Can I use my bless on the perception check?
No.
You know what? No, it's a 7.
Okay.
It's a 7. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Perception.
Stop blessing everything.
Well, you can't fucking miss it.
It was a 12. Sorry, it was a 12 because I had a +5. My bad.
Yeah, you're fine. You can't miss it because it's a giant ass beam of purple energy piercing the sky, starting from Saltmarsh, reaching all the way up to the moon. You hear just an ear-shattering explosion, and you see this light stretch all the way up into the night sky. As you dock in Saltmarsh, a couple of the dock hands come running out like, "Please, you need to help."
Side note, real quick. I heard the word explosion, and I literally saw Simmons go.
Literally jumped in excitement. Okay.
Really? Because I heard the word docking.
Explosion.
Docking. I got all the buzzwords for this podcast.
edging.
Yeah.
I was
There it is.
about to go there.
We need you guys to go out back and practice fisting.
Oh boy.
Dude, we're getting like extra meta. Yeah.
Anyway,
So
so Daffron's gonna kind of scream out, like, "What?" Because he's been pretty upset about the
He's gonna be like, "What?
what?
Edging? What?
No, we need your help. There's something going on.
What?
where?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's be serious for 1 second. Okay, we're good. Back to not being serious.
On the outskirts.
Little
Skirts?
Dafford.
You know what you need? You need like a Nerf gun.
I need a gavel.
Well, no, you know how last
Nerf gun
session we
would be
said
good.
that it was really awesome because we didn't shit all over your material, just WOTC.
Just I don't mind that.
Yeah, now we're shitting all
You're
over
shitting on my material. Nothing is sacred.
I'm so sorry.
No, we're not shitting on your material. We're not even letting you get it out.
I know.
All right, I'll be good.
All right.
Captain's
So-
all right.
I doubt that.
So the he tells you that like the base of this beam of energy is starting at the outskirts of Saltmarsh. So it's not in the town, but it's slightly outside, and there aren't any adventurers that will respond to it.
So at that point, Daffrin kind of like snaps at it because he was So after seeing the captain die for a second, Daffrin pretty much was like shaking to the core, and he was just kind of going through the motions. And as he like got in, and someone was like, "We need X, Y, and Z like to be done." So he's going to what he's going to do is cast guidance on himself, and then pull out his mace, and then start going to whatever needs to be done.
And Mock is
Not going to gather
following
anybody.
him.
Okay, so Mock is there.
Yeah, right behind
So at
him.
this point, like, yeah, he's trying to like split and just run straight to wherever.
Okay.
But then he yells at him. He's like,
what's
"Stop!"
You start, Shamish, everybody that's not like on the main deck hears people moving off, and like the ship has come to a stop, so you can all gather. You're like running through the streets of Saltmarsh at breakneck speed, and as you get closer to this purple beam of energy, you look down the street that leads to the outskirts of Saltmarsh, and at the base of the beam is none other than Orfingwell Ordnance, the fireworks shop set up outside of Saltmarsh.
What does Francois say about this?
The beam has cracked the ground approximately 45 feet off to the outside of the actual establishment. So the building is still standing, but something has pierced the ground from underneath.
Is Orfingwell like literally standing out there?
No, there's no one out there. It appears that people in fear have like flocked to their homes and shut the doors and windows.
Daffrin runs in.
Okay, so you guys can rush in, and we will pick up after this short break.
Are you recording right now? Okay, cool. Simmons. Hey, roll me over. Simmons. Hey, guess what? I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Krog. It's the Salty Boys. And I will always love you. And truly, it's not bourbon. And etching.